Hi everybody, Wes here at Cross Armory. I'm going to show you how to install and then uninstall the double stack for your Glock magazines. The tools you're going to be needing are a flathead or Phillips head screwdriver. I've got a Phillips here, and if you haven't removed the base plate on your Glock magazines before, you are going to need a base plate removal tool. We sell them on our site. You can find them anywhere. Additionally, if you're saying, man, I gotta buy a tool to take the base plate apart, yes, you can get the base plate off without the tool, but it is extremely difficult, and I mean difficult. So buying the base plate removal tool will make your life so much easier. Okay, getting to it. Let's go ahead and show you what's inside the box here. So you pop it open, got a nice fun little Apple style box, and here's your double stack. And the way the double stack works is that when you turn the face of this, a little wheel inside moves, and this wheel inside releases and locks the magazine into place. So more about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and disassemble our magazine base plates. So this is your standard Glock magazine here, and what we want to do is take the base plate off. Now it's difficult on the Glocks because they have little nubs right here, and those nubs lock that plate in really well from the factory. So go ahead and get your base plate removal tool, flip your magazine upside down, and get this pin aligned with this hole, just like that. Push it in as far as you can, all the way, and now torque it, just like this, and it'll get it started. Once it's started, you're in good shape. You can keep pulling until it gets to about there. Go ahead and set your tool down. Now prepare to remove the entire plate by keeping a thumb here and holding the magazine tight, because inside here is an additional plate and a spring that are under a lot of tension. So if you don't have it covered, that spring and that plate are going to fly out, and you could lose them. And make sure not to point it at your face, because if the spring flies out, it could hit you in the eye and it could be dangerous. So keep that covered, pull the plate the rest of the way out. There we go. And now slowly release this tension here. There you go. And now we're going to do the same thing with the other plate. We're going to get that pin inside that hole all the way, and now pivot it. There we go. And get it about that far. Cover it with your thumb and walk that plate the rest of the way out and slowly release that tension. There we go. We now have the Glock magazine's base plate removed. We're gonna hold on to these for a rainy day. Great place for them is inside the box that the double stack came in. They fit perfect. And then you just box them up, set them in a safe space for later. Okay, let's talk about putting the double stack on. You want to make sure that the wheel inside is positioned in such a way so that instead of being flush, you want it as open as possible. And what that is going to do is going to allow for this locking plate to come in and fall inside that hole, locking the magazine in position. So we've got the wheel positioned correctly. We're going to go ahead and install one of these magazines. What you want to do is take the base plate and the spring and hold them down just like this. Hold them real strong with a finger, again, pointing it away from yourself. And then what you want to do is slide it into this ridged area. It slides in, press the mag up, and if it's the first time putting it in, it'll be a little tight, but you want it tight, and slowly push it in until it clicks, just like that. Some of you guys like to run your magazines with a weighted base plate, so this might be as far as you want to go, and that's great. A nice weighted base plate is a great way to have really good magazine ejection. When you hit the release button, the weighted plate helps for that magazine to fall away. If you bought the double stack to carry more ammunition, as you should, we're going to go ahead and continue with the installation by repeating the same process on the opposite side. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hold our pressure down, keep that plate in there, and now we're going to slide into this area. There we go. And now just go ahead and push it till it clicks. Now you've got two magazines well attached by the single base plate. So when you're reloading, you can press the ejection button, flip it over, and load a new magazine easily. And now you can carry that really well. So let's talk about disassembly. Say for some reason you need to disassemble this. Maybe it got dirty, or maybe you want to change your configuration. Go ahead, turn this wheel with your flathead or Phillips head screwdriver until you feel the tension give a little break. Now, it's a very hard to describe spot, but if you go too far, it breaks free again. So you turn it just until it kind of feels like it's hit that flat spot right there. And then go ahead and slide the magazine back, keeping your thumb over the area where the plate and the spring are, and then slowly let that tension go. And you can see inside that the wheel inside, we have turned it so that it's flush with the rest of the surface here. Now we're going to do it again. It's flush, it's all set. So we're going to go ahead and push it out, keep this covered. There we go. Slowly release that tension. And now we're going to look for our base plates, throw them in our box. So there they are. Let's get those suckers out of there. Put our double stack back in its home. Set that aside for when we want to use it again. And to reinstall the base plate, you simply hold this locking plate down, slide the base plate over, and then push it all the way in. And it'll click into place. We're going to do that again for the other one. Get the base plate in, making sure that this nub is sticking out. Slide the plate on and over, and push it all the way. There we go. That is the installation and uninstallation process for the new Cross Armory double stack for Glock.